Clean cuts. Too clean. Hold it. Who are you? A massacre. My mentor Tsatva-Lan was supposed to be investigating this ruin, looking for rival assassins from a group called the Silken Ring. I guess he found them. Huh. These poor bastards were part of his dagger clutch, but doesn't make sense. Tsatva and his second scale Geel-Ma are missing. And these wounds, these footprints, it's like they didn't even see the attack coming. Tsatva-Lan and Geel-Ma must have been captured. I intend to get them out of here, alive if possible. I appreciate the help. Just keep a firm grip on those weapons, all right? Whoever or whatever killed these Shadowscales is sure to be lurking in the cradle somewhere. He's charming, ruthless, meticulous, the perfect assassin. Honestly, it's been a while since we last spoke. He was my chief instructor in the Shadowscales, but once I joined the Dark Brotherhood, we fell out of touch. It happens. I make it my business to stay informed. The circles we travel in are very small. Assassins who don't keep tabs on friends and rivals tend not to last very long. Mongrels and deserters from the Dark Brotherhood, the Morag Tong, even the Shadowscales. It was just an embarrassment at first, but now they're targeting former associates, killing reliable informants, spoiling for a fight it seems. 2. An ex-Morag Tong operative named Dranos Velador, and a mysterious matron named Villadreth. They call her the Lady of Lace. As far as I know, no one outside the Silken Ring has ever seen her. It wouldn't surprise me. The Ring's established a few smaller enclaves, but nothing like this. If Villadreth is here, we'll find her. And if we find her, we'll nail her head to the door of this place. Assassination's all about showmanship, you know. We're Sithis' judgment. Any Argonian born under the Shadow is pledged to the Order and trained in the arts of secrecy and murder. From birth, or close to it, there's religious education, trials, and an uncomfortable amount of sap-licking. Eventually, mercifully, some of us are handed over to the Dark Brotherhood to serve Sithis abroad. I didn't. Life in the swamp is... I'm looking for a kinder word than primitive. Tsatva was the only Saxhleel worth speaking to. He's not a slave to the old ways. He's headstrong, independent. You don't see much of that in Black Marsh.
The Silken Ring will be your news. We have a presence for the
Think you can tangle with the Silken Ring? Ha! Wandered poorly, fools.
Circle around.
Sends a message, yeah? Portcullises over the gates? I didn't expect them to roll out the welcome mat, but this seems excessive. We're going to have to find another way out of here. Ah, lever. Just out of reach, too. Typical. Find a way up there. It'll open at least one of these gates. I guarantee it. I'll hold this room. creepy little bastard. Sorry, can't stand these things. Spiders. They attacked as soon as you left. We must be on the right track. At least one of the doors is open now. Go have a look. I'll hang back just in case we get more visitors.
Fools! We have Mephala's chosen.
Field Captain Dranos Velador and... No.
It is done, Velador. The remaining Shadowscales are dealt with.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, my friend. Another member of your tribe has breached the gates.
Hides the ashes. If she is here, she will die like the rest. Now, you wanted proof of my loyalty. Bear witness.
My scaled friend. You have cast off your old skin, and the Silken Ring welcomes you as a brother. Seek out Velador and receive your blessing.
That bastard. He didn't even let Geel-Ma die with a knife in his hand.
Kindly die now. You think I'm surrounded? How cute! Who will be the weak link? No! You won't lady will toy with you, and you will beg for death before it's over.
Tsatva's gone, isn't he? Damn it. Mephala, Night Mother's mercy. I am so sick of looking at her smug face. Remind me to smash this thing when when we're done. I'll double back to make sure he hasn't fled. You keep going and find this Velador.
New dinner guests. Don't keep me waiting, sweetmeat. I am positively famished.
Interlopers, we invite you to die.
Mephala, I offer these to you.
You are fools to
This is ours.
Getting warmer. It's a shame you're not as smart as Tsatva-Lan. What a delightful servant you'd make.
Ourselves. We're growing hungry.
longer still. Best hurry, sweetmeat. Tsatva-Lan receives my blessing, even as we speak. Killing him may prove difficult.
Ah, you made it. Good. Have a look at this Atronach. You ever seen a light like this? What the? They're everywhere. Cut them down! Nice work. I can't believe I didn't see them. I guess we keep to the light, yeah?
Piping hot. Don't keep me waiting, adventurers. I'm starving. Come here, sweetmeat. Come to Velador. Season the meat! I'll just take a slice. I love playing hard to get. Make some void! That's it! Don't move a muscle!
On to the next course!
Mephala! I'm starving! I'm starving!
Tsatva-Lan. Funny meeting you here.
Hide the ashes. I'm impressed you made it so far. Haven't stopped dragging that right heel like a parrot. I taught you better than that.
Huh, yes. Well, old friend, it appears that the student has become the teacher. Today's lesson, the price of disloyalty. I wonder if he was always this smug and I just didn't see it. That I could have been so blind. It's an unsettling thought. Anyway, well done. I had no idea Villadrith would be so dangerous. And fat. I couldn't have done this without you. What happens now? I utter a prayer to Sithis and send this traitor down Dead Man's River. If I had the time, I'd do something really spectacular. But I can hear the spiders closing in. A bolt in the head will have to do. Again, you have my thanks. All right, Tsatva. Time to lick the tree.
So abrupt. Don't you want to know why?
Won't make any difference.
You can indulge me this one last lesson. A final kindness for an old friend.
Fine. Talk.
I knew you could be reasonable. The truth is that you are weak. The Shadowscales are weak. The Dark Brotherhood is weak. Your traditions are worthless pretense. It took me a long time to see it. Too long.
And these spider worshippers know better?
They do. Sithis comes for us all, old friend. You kill in his name, but you do not understand his nature. Mephala does. Very soon, she will make you understand. All of you.
I look forward to hearing from her. Goodbye, Tsatva-Lan. Pay my respects to Sithis, old man.
got your word that you delve the Cradle of Shadows. Don't tell me you're afraid of the dark. Good! I'd have torn your head off otherwise. Never suffer a coward their head. I hope you deprived more than a few from those filthy shadow skulkers. I don't know. Killing some coward assassins doesn't sound impressive to me. I suppose you killed a lot of them. Fine. Your key and your cut. Tomorrow we'll find an enemy brave enough to face you head-on. Lyrian's heart is a fortress. Epics will be sung about the one to crack it. Come back tomorrow. Tonight, I have a siege to lay.
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura. Best discuss that with Rhea. Too many eyes and ears here. She awaits you in the Cloudy Dregs Inn in Wayrest.
Ah, right on time. I'm joking, of course. Honestly, I feared you wouldn't come. Divination and prophecy yield few certainties. Still, this vision was clearer than most. You and I, this room, the scent of ale and wood smoke. Yes, this was meant to be. I'm afraid it's not as easy as that. I see a tangle of futures, a swirling mass of action and consequence. Every now and again, though, a specific moment strikes like a thunderbolt. Moments like this. Some dark entity stalks the oracles of Azura. Yes, servants of the Twilight Queen. My friends and I decipher visions of the future for other votaries of Azura. Unfortunately, something is abducting us one by one. Bring this crystal to Pariah Abbey. Our Rose Mother will tell you the rest. I do hope you'll hurry to Pariah Abbey. I see the other oracles, my friends, languishing in chains. A prison that hurtles through space and time, filled with Daedra and choking steam. Oh, gives me vertigo just thinking about it. All the time. Makes dinner dates interesting, I can tell you. One moment we're speaking about the consistency of the soup, the next I'm fumbling with my spoon, rambling about talking candlesticks and trees made of blood. Ha! Haven't you a cheek? If you must know, it goes poorly. As I'm sure you can guess, the gentlemen rarely call on me a second time. I'm not sure. My parents thought me mad, abandoned me on the streets of Wayrest at the tender age of 8. Mercifully, the abbot of Pariah Abbey discovered my gifts and introduced me to the Twilight Queen. I achieved clarity. I have Azura to thank. 2. Kanzan and Musha, both powerful soothsayers in their own right. Kanzan vanished a week ago, pruning his sugar canes. His fellow votaries told me that he showed no signs of distress. He simply walked out into the field and never came back. Musha, an Argonian, disappeared just 2 days ago. He tends Azura's shrine in Blackmarsh. It's a quiet affair with a simple shrine and very few acolytes. He went out to light votary candles near the shrine and never returned. Beyond certain. I heard their cries. Still hear them, in fact. These abductions stink of Daedric plotting. Rival princes conspire against my lady constantly. One of them seeks to blind her by snatching up her oracles. Perhaps more than one. Because you're anointed by fate, or something close to fate. I stopped arguing the specifics years ago. The Queen of Dawn and Dusk needs your help. Trust me, Azura's desires are hard to miss. She is insistent. She'll speak to you, believe me.
By the 1,000 scales of Tsatsa-Kal, what savings?
Rejoice, mortal. You stand in the presence of beauty and terror, between pale light and long shadows. I am Azura, Queen of Dawn and Dusk. You served me before, cleansing my shrine near the Weeping Giant. Now, the time has come to serve me again. She speaks the truth. The halls of Oblivion fill with whispers. Collusion, conspiracy. I believe some of my fellow princes seek to blind me. They know how much I treasure my servants. They would steal what I hold most dear. I cannot. The prince's compact with Tsatva-Lan binds my hands. You must be the vessel of my wrath. I sense my oracles, adrift in the void, imprisoned in pockets of oblivion, hidden dimensions, only accessible through Nirn. You will rescue them. My enemy servants likely use void keys, powerful charms capable of tearing small holes in the veil of oblivion. They require Daedric essence to function. Slay any Daedra you find and claim their essence. A charged void key will open any pocket. Daedra cannot be killed, only banished. When you strike a mortal blow, their essence returns to oblivion. The crystal Rhea gave you captures that essence before it escapes. A prison of sorts. Defeat any Daedra, and the crystal will do the rest. Long ago, my vulgar peer, Morag Tong, manifested himself in the town of Gil-Vardel and destroyed it utterly. In response, the dark elf Magus Tsatva-Lan gathered 8 of the most powerful princes to a summit in Cold Harbor. The Tribune persuaded us, through a private bargain, to cease meddling in mortal affairs directly. An amusing request from someone who fancies himself a god. Now, we exert our will through intermediaries. In truth, I prefer it this way. Many more. But the princes bound by the Cold Harbor Compact stand above their lesser kith. None can match my beauty, or Molag Bal's horrors. Dagon makes an art of destruction. On it goes. Of course, outward weakness often shrouds hidden power. Such matters are better left undiscussed. Perhaps you can ask Tsatva-Lan about it. If you can find him, of course. While you hunt Daedra and gather their essence, my ward Rhea will conjure up visions. Yes, of her friend's suffering. Such visions might grant her a glimpse of where the other oracles are hidden. There will be pain, undoubtedly, but she possesses a rare and terrible gift. True insight requires sacrifice.
Azura's champion returns! I saw you in my visions. You stood atop a mound of corpses, destroying Daedra by the hundreds. It was cathartic. That sounds horrible. Let's just say it was a welcome distraction from what else I've seen. At long last, yes. I gazed through an ocean of screams, and, well, I won't frighten you with the particulars. Suffice it to say that I saw many terrible things, but I think I've located the other oracles. My first visions were... Wait. What's that? found my note. Thank the rose. And you, of course. I caught a glimpse of our enemies while I hurtled through oblivion. They lurk in a ruin deep within a swamp. The face of a lizard looms above them. When the others are safe, we should seek my lady's counsel. Hurry back to Pariah Abbey.
By Azura's grace, this one is free! Thank you. This one gazed into the void and saw a terrible vision walker. A great beast, with 3 heads upon a single neck. Kanzin must know more. You will find this one at Pariah Abbey, yes? Please, hurry!
last. I don't know how much longer I could have survived. I saw such horrors, both waking and dreaming. Golden coins, the color of pitch. Nirn draped in cold silk. What could it mean? Meet me back at Pariah Abbey, friend. We must learn more.
The flock returns to the shepherd. You have earned my favor, mortal, but the task is not yet finished. These craven fools that accost my children must suffer. I trust that Rhea's visions revealed their location. Such a place exists in Shadowfen, west of an encampment called Halai. Look for a great serpent's head carved out of stone. Our enemies lurk in the caves beneath it. Go there and slaughter these beasts. My oracles will join you soon. Long ago, my vulgar peer, Molag Bal, manifested himself in the town of Gil-Vardel and destroyed it utterly. In response, the dark elf Magus Sothesio gathered 8 of the most powerful princes to a summit in Cold Harbor.
You found it. This is definitely the place from my vision. What did you find there? A journal? Ah, I see now. To decipher the future, we have to know the past. This is it. Seems this Tommy Bones fellow was duped by a Daedra named Azera. I've seen her before, lurking in the shadows of my visions, just out of focus. She must have put a hex on these gifts. Cursed treasures, the bane of all thieves. Azera must lead this wretched band of conspirators. The abductions, the void keys, the dead bandits, all her design. We know who she is. Now it's just a matter of finding her. Perhaps we can bait her. Reacquiring these gifts might do the trick. Tamriel doesn't suffer curses like this for long. Daedric hexes are too unstable. Nirn rejects them. Putting all 3 items in one place will shake the veil like moths in a spider web. With any luck, Azera will come to investigate. Kanzan, Musha, and I will gather here to prepare a gazing rite, a collaborative vision. If you manage to lure Azera out, we might catch a glimpse of what or who is driving her.
gathering up my gifts for me. Come along, beautiful. I want to repay you. Personally.
Fog. Gaze deep beyond the twilight and perceive.
I see an island, a mountain of rage and ashes.
A great heart, pushing fire as blood. A source of power, cloaked in secrets.
A city of oil and bronze. A shrine to vanity, driven by clockworks. There's more. A gathering of princes. 3 faces shrouded, all of Nirn drown in blood. Enough! Enough!
Rejoice, champion. You speak now to Azura, Queen of Dusk and Dawn. I glorify her body, and make a vessel of her mind. Do not trouble yourself. She will return in time. Your true concern is these visions. My oracles perceive a holocaust, child. A Daedric storm the likes of which your mortal world has never seen. We wait and listen. Patience. A difficult concept for mortals, I know. Such short, beautiful, brutish lives you lead. For now, Dizera lies dead and my oracles breathe free air. That should be enough for you. Rhea sees but a sliver of what's to come. Even now, princes unbound by Sothasil's compact move against Nirn. I retire to Moon Shadow to prepare. We'll meet again soon, in a distant land. Perhaps sooner than you'd like. Until then, walk in twilight.
What was that? Oh my. Was that? Did the Twilight Lady claim my mind? What an honor. What a profoundly disorienting honor. Very little. The Queen of Dawn and Dusk rarely talks about it. I know that the Dark Elf Tribune, Tsatva-Lan, summoned 8 Daedric Princes to a summit in Cold Harbor. They argued for months, but eventually gave in to Tsatva-Lan's demands. The princes agreed to stop meddling in mortal affairs. Directly, I mean. Princes bound by the compact can't manifest in physical form here on Nirn. They can still push pieces around the board through intermediaries, though. Agents like you and me. You are now. Just be careful. The Twilight Lady has a deep well of love in her heart, but it's a dark, tempestuous love. Love like hers has to be respected. Never, ever forget that. Your life depends on it. It wasn't Dezera, I can tell you that. She was a formidable adversary, no question. But a plot of this scope? Mounting an attack on a Daedric Prince directly? No lesser Daedra would do that alone. If Azura thinks it's so, it is so. Truthfully, I think it might be more than one. Only a prince would strike another prince. If this plot does go that high, we could be looking at another plane meld, or something even worse. Rose, help us. The last part of our vision, the gathering of princes. Something deep and terrible lurks in that imagery. Time for a trip to the library, or several libraries. I'm sure you'll have your hands full in the meantime. Your spirit appertains to our vision somehow. The island, the fire and ash, the clockworks and steam. You're planted like a tree, right in the middle of it, all of it. Hard to tell. The future grows murkier by the minute. Perhaps that's a good thing. Or perhaps it's a very, very bad thing. Only time will tell, I guess. I know one thing for certain, though. Your fate intertwines with that of Azura. Undoubtedly. And sooner than you think. Just remember, love and envy are two sides of the same coin. Like dawn and dusk. Only a subtle difference keeps them apart.